We are Ryan and Travis. We have a combined 21 years working in the airline industry, and travel is in our blood. Come along for the ride as we document both our work and travel lives. Welcome to the World Unlocked. What is up, everybody, and welcome to a new vlog. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. While you're here, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and
ring the bell
so you can be notified every time I put out a new video.
So this video is going to be kind of unique. We want to do a review on our hotel stay here in Puerto Vallarta.
So we know that a few Saturdays ago, we did give you a little bit of a room tour, but this is going to be a vlog dedicated just to our hotel room and the resort itself. We did book through the Marriott website for the Sheraton Buganvilias resort here in Puerto Vallarta.
Yes, it sits in the hotel district, and it's not a long ride to go to like Romantica zone or to the airport. It's actually a short Uber ride or taxi ride where all the nightlife, the restaurants, all that is. So it's a great location for a great price. It's right on the water and we have a lovely view. I'm actually looking out our patio window right now. So
we are in room 2457. We are almost at the top floor where there's only one floor above us. But the unique thing about this specific room, and you actually get two rooms. You get 2457 and 2458. And as you saw a couple Saturdays ago, this was a complete surprise to us. We did not know that the Sheraton was going to be giving us this suite. But on that note, let's take a room tour. All right, so as soon as you walk in the door, you immediately have your vanity to the right. One thing I will say is I love all of these doors. They are solid wood doors. They are beautiful and big and very modern. The hotel itself is aged quite old. However, they've done a really nice job at updating. You have a very nice sized mirror, vanity, and one thing that this room is not short of is storage. There is a ton of it. Moving on to your toilet area, and a very generous shower with a frosted window so you can get light from the outside.
And that rain head is awesome.
So you actually have a handheld as well as the rain, like Ryan had just said. All right, so coming out of this,
you have your closet space, which is awesome.
Plenty of closet space. Every room does have an in-room safe, which is very nice. We put all of our electronics in there. And there's also plenty of shelving as well. In addition to the shelves that are in the closet, we actually have a smaller dresser and then some desk drawers as well. Sorry. This room does have two double beds, very large. A nice TV that is mounted on the wall, and in this room we have a small refrigerator and a built-in microwave.
Our TV, we have a great mixture of cable TV, so you have channels in English, movies in English, and then you also have it in Spanish.
Yeah, so this morning we actually woke up to HLN news, which we like to watch at home. All right, so it does open up. Fantastic view. Look at that sailboat over there. Out onto the patio, we have absolutely stunning view. So this white building here is the Sheraton Buganvilias, and they are currently renovating that property right there. You have two pools with a nice little restaurant right here in the middle, which we had the pleasure of eating at yesterday. This very large pool. You actually have a beach front right here in front that you can stroll on. One thing I do like is we took a walk through there the other day, and there were showers at the edge of the beach so that we could wash our feet off. It was really nice, very thoughtful. So glad we did it. Continuing on, we have this entire patio here. It is the length of 2 rooms because we get 2 rooms. And speaking of, Brian was nice enough to open up this side of the patio.
So here's the living room portion of the room. You have your sofas that can be turned into a bed on both sides. You have that. You have another closet which is just like the room portion. You have your shelves, your safe, extra bedding. You have a full kitchen, well, I should say burners, a full refrigerator, freezer, refrigerator, dishwasher. You have all your utensils, your plates, all that you may need during your stay. We used the coffee maker the other morning and it was awesome. They give you complimentary bottles of water. We also have the tea. They gave us some masks, wipes because of the pandemic right now. So yeah, it's pretty much a self-sustaining kitchen when you're on vacation.
I mean, it's definitely more than you would need on a normal vacation. But the fact that it's here is very thoughtful. And this refrigerator is great because we went out and got some cream for our coffee. We had tacos last night, so we were able to save all of our salsas. Brian has another Monster in there. And then we also got some ice cream the other night. We were able to put it in our freezer, which having a mini fridge is always nice, but having a freezer meant that we could go get some ice cream, and it's absolutely fantastic. So the last thing about this room is the second bathroom.
So this bathroom is a little bit different. I mean, we have a little bit bigger shower, but it's the same, the dual heads. They give you fabulous amenities. And then another toilet.
Which is actually really nice. Like I said, we weren't expecting to have the two bathrooms, but it is nice because we can both get ready and not be in each other's way. It's really nice. So overall, I mean, we are so beyond grateful for the stay that we had here at the Sheraton Puerto Vallarta. The views alone are stunning. The fact that we were able to have dinner last night here in our living room, separate from the bedroom. We weren't getting the beds messy, trying to eat in bed. It was absolutely fantastic. So again, this room number here is 2457 and 2458. So that's gonna cover it here for the room. Now let's go on to a resort tour. A thorough tour of the Sheraton Buganvilias. It's time to sit down and give you the highs and the lows of the Sheraton Resort. Normally, whenever we go on vacations, our pro list is just as long as our con list, but that is not the case with this property. Our pros list far exceeds the handful of cons that we do have. So, let's start off with the staff.
Yes, they are wonderful. They go above and beyond. I haven't seen one staff member not acknowledge us as we're walking by or we're entering the property or exiting. We've always been greeted. And a lot of times it's by our last names.
And then we only had our room cleaned about every other day. And we would have our housekeeper phone call us on the days that we didn't want it, just to make sure that we didn't want it cleaned. And that we appreciate. We don't see that as a burden because that's just being very thoughtful.
And you're able to call downstairs or let the staff know when you check in what time you would like your room cleaned every day. So we would just call downstairs before we left to go on an adventure. So the room was always cleaned. Even yesterday, like, the room was cleaned while we were out doing the zip line.
Yeah. And they are taking extra precautions right now, so they did warn us, hey, it may take them a long time to clean your room, so give us a call whenever you're going out and you're going to stay away for a little bit.
And there is a supervisor that's going around to every room and making sure that they've been disinfected and all that good stuff because of our situation.
Number 2, the location. So the location of this property sits in the hotel zone. And the thing that we like about the hotel zone is it's pretty much equidistance between airport and Old Town Puerto Vallarta.
The resort is right on the water, as you've seen in a lot of our videos, but do keep in mind that it's a rock beach, not an actual sand beach. So if you have kids or if you're wanting to go swim in the water, you can do it. It's little pebbles versus the sand, but it's really nice. I will say that about Puerto Vallarta, they keep the beaches clean and the streets clean, so it's very clean. They do a really good job.
And speaking of cleanliness, our hotel property is absolutely spotless. The landscaping is on point. I have not seen a cup, napkin, nothing anywhere on the ground here. Everything is kept very pristine, and that's good because they are in the middle of a remodel process, and they've remodeled this tower that we're in here, and it's absolutely stunning.
It is. They did a really good job. When I'm out on the road flying, I've been into some hotels that on the outside are older, but on the inside they did a remodel and it's modern aesthetic. They do not pay attention to detail. I will tell you this remodel, you can tell that down to the paint, there's not paint splashes all over. Like, they really did a good job at remodeling this property.
Yeah, they did. And then we touched on it earlier, the lobby is so inviting and welcoming. It is modern, but it also has kind of eclectic isn't the right word, but it's just a very warm, even though it's very modern, it's very warm and inviting, and that is one thing that we love. And speaking of the lobby, the concierge staff is fantastic. We use them to book our zipline tour through Canopy River, and they were on it. They know their stuff. We didn't have to lift a finger.
Nope.
They got on the phone, made all the reservations for us, and had our tickets in hand in a couple of minutes.
Their prices were comparable to everywhere else, so why not give the Sheraton business, because we love them.
Because we went down to check the prices, and we thought maybe we would pay a premium because we are booking through our concierge, but I even think it was cheaper than if we were to book it online, and I mean, it was fantastic. The last two things are, one, it is so quiet in this hotel. Like I was saying earlier in a couple of vlogs ago, that everything is built with concrete here, and we have thick walls and very thick floors. We did not hear a peep from anyone around us.
Not at all. No kids, no.
And there was
adult.
a kid next door, and we had no idea until we saw them in the hallway one day.
Even being out on the patio, we were out on the patio every single night listening to the waves crash before we go to bed, and we didn't even hear anybody on either side as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we all kind of just enjoyed the view, and it was nice.
Last but certainly not least, the single most important thing about a hotel is the comfort of the bed, and these beds were so comfortable.
Yes. I love the Sheraton brand beds. They are so comfy. So this did not disappoint. And after, being out adventuring for, 16, 17, 18 hours, some days, when we got back to the room, we would sit out here, relax, and then crawl into bed, and I was asleep like that. And that doesn't happen very often, right?
Yeah, especially because we have 2 full beds. So we're used to a California king size bed, but we were able to get in that bed and just pass out. I
We
mean,
didn't toss and turn.
No.
We have a king size at home, but we didn't do any of that. I mean, I felt like we still had room too.
yeah.
But
All right, so now on to the very short list of items that we were slightly disappointed in. So on our very first day here at the resort, we did not do the all-inclusive option because we know that Puerto Vallarta has fantastic food all around, so we didn't want to feel like we had to always eat at the hotel.
But they do have an all-inclusive
They do.
option for you if you do want to go that route.
Yeah, but that leads us to our first con. So our very first day here, after they assisted us up with our luggage, they asked us if we were hungry, we said we could definitely eat. They said, well, go try the main restaurant that sits in between the 2 pools. Go have some lunch there. So we did. So we dropped our luggage off, went downstairs, got food, expecting Mexican food or something local to the area. And we got there, and our best option was a club sandwich with French fries. And I mean, you can get that anywhere in the United States. And I understand that they are catering probably to a lot of Americans.
Or people that are traveling in general, that's good by the pool food, but not really necessarily for a restaurant.
And I think that's their main restaurant
Yeah,
here.
I do. Right now, because the other property is under construction or the remodel, I do believe that is the only restaurant.
Well, right.
But,
And
oh wait, I take that back. We do have the Asian place in the front, and we do have the sports bar, but for their actual restaurant, it is that. And I'm glad that we didn't have the all-inclusive, because
I wouldn't have been satisfied.
it would have been a little disappointing. So.
Yeah.
But maybe after what we're going through, maybe it'll change and it'll be better, or maybe
Yeah.
maybe we just caught them on an off time. They do have a different menu for lunch and dinner.
Yes, they do. Because when we were having lunch, we asked to see the dinner menu, and the dinner menu was pretty much identical to the lunch menu.
Yes.
It was a lot of hamburgers, sandwiches, French fries.
And it was good. It was shaved meat on the club sandwich, and the
Yeah.
French fries were hot.
They were good.
It was good, but we were just kind of disappointed because we were expecting Mexican food.
Yeah.
We love us some Mexican food.
So needless to say, we didn't go back. That was our one and only time we ate at any restaurant here on the property. Puerto Vallarta has just such fantastic food.
Yeah.
Do not limit yourself to hotel food, please.
And we didn't starve either. There was, like you said, there was food everywhere.
Everywhere. So speaking of the pools, we'll go on to the pool hours. Now, I do not know if this is a permanent thing or if it's just because of the situation that we're in right now, but the pool closes at 8 p.m. every day. We never really got a chance but one day to use the pool because by the time I got back to the hotel every evening, the pool was closed.
And see, this is the thing with the pool. Because the pool water is really warm. I would have liked the option to go down when the sun was set.
Yeah.
Or when the sun had set, because it would have been shaded and the water would have felt a lot better.
Yeah.
But when you have the sun beating down on you and the warm water, it wasn't refreshing.
Yeah.
So I will say it is a nice sized pool, but
And they
I would
keep it
just
spotless.
oh, yeah.
That pool is stunning. It's just, we never got a chance to really utilize it except for one time.
They're always constantly cleaning it. There's always someone down there cleaning it throughout the day. So
the last downside that we have, we don't have it with just the Sheraton. It's a lot of hotels, unfortunately, and I feel like there's a lot of people who feel the same way, is the air conditioning never really cools off the room to what the thermostat is set at. And with this being Puerto Vallarta's rainy season, it is very, very humid. There are times where we would just wake up drenched in sweat because the humidity outside and then the inside only getting to maybe 22 degrees Celsius. So
we would shut the door so both rooms were separate, so the air conditioning could just work on that room, and it never dropped below a half a degrees. The whole entire stay, it went down only a half degrees.
yeah.
I love my room cold when I sleep at night, and when I'm traveling, you know, 95% of the time I can get that. Even at home, I turn down the air to 70
Yeah.
because that's the only way I can really sleep, and it just wasn't doing it. And we had fans, ceiling fans in both rooms, but for some reason, I don't know if this one was switched to go, the air to go upward, but it really didn't put out much airflow, and even though we'd have it turned up to high. So yeah, that's probably something I'm sure a lot of hotel brands struggle with, because you do have limited space to put in an air conditioning unit, and you want to make it friendly for your maintenance staff. So I can kind of see, like, we're not snobs saying, you know, we would definitely, that's not a breaker in this situation, because we've only really had 3 cons.
Yeah, so even with those 3, you know, downsides, we would say at this resort time and time again. I mean, the views alone, the staff alone, I mean, I don't care what the property's like. If you treat me like family, like, that makes me want to come back here and stay again, and that's exactly what this property had.
Our upgraded room was a surprise. So we want to thank Jesus for taking care of us, and also we want to thank
the Sheraton Buganvilias and all of its management and staff. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. That is going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching it, guys. If you stayed here at the Sheraton, let us know down in the comments. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. While you're here, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and
make sure you ring the bell
so you can be notified every time we put out a new video. Any other thoughts?
No, other than bye.
And we're super sad to leave, but we have to go.